You can use the money however you want, okay? You could go to Vegas and bet it all on black for all we care. Alright. You know, some champagne. YOLO, right? Alright. So, hey everybody. So, our creative team wanted me to come sit down and tell you guys about some commonly asked questions about business, capital, business funding. So, here we go. We're gonna answer some of the top questions that we get asked in the funding industry, funding world. Alright. So, question number one, what is FUNDERHUNT? FUNDERHUNT, that's the name of our company. That's the brand that we use to fund merchants. That's what we fund merchants under. That's the platform basically that we fund merchants with. It's a true, online lending marketplace, if you will. We help people, business owners, get the capital that they need same day, pretty quickly, in order to expand and be successful in business, right? There's a video, I have a video on YouTube that's called "What is FUNDERHUNT?" But if you want to know more, just check out that video. I already have a video on this. All right, question number two: who are your lenders? Now, that is a great question. Who are your lenders? We work with a lot of lenders, but come 2020, what we did was we downsized the amount of funders that we work with to people that we really work with best and to get things done. Streamlined process. But our funders, they really depend. It's a case-by-case basis depending on the business owner. We have people that could do long terms. We have people that could do short terms, payback. So it really depends. It really depends on what the business owner qualifies for. If they qualify for, if they're really good, they got good financials, good credit score, they're in a good industry, typically you'll see a lot better deals. We could go head to head with some of the big financiers out there, the ones with billions and trillions of dollars. That's if they qualify. But I hope that answers the question. I mean, we work with everybody. People that you see on bank statements. If you're ever taking out working capital, chances are we either know of the funder or we work with the funder. All right. What type of financing does FUNDERHUNT offer? So we provide we have a different variety of funding products. We got merchant cash advances, which is the bread and butter of what we do. We got business loans, lines of credit, collateralized deals, where you put up real estate, for those of you that own real estate. But majority of the time, we're going to try to give you something unsecured. I'm not going to fucking bullshit you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Cash advances, consolidations, business loans, lines of credit, and collateralized cash advances. Those are the 5 products that I can name. Eventually we may expand into more products, and that's what I'm getting a lot of feedback on Instagram or whatever, is that people think that we should diversify our products, which is not a bad idea. It's another revenue stream. So I definitely want to add more products. Probably by the end of this year, we're probably going to add some more products. All right. How is a merchant cash advance different than a loan? Well, the first thing that you got to understand is merchant cash advances are not loans, okay? And they're not loans. That means they have no interest rate, right? They have no set prepayment terms, which basically sums up what a loan is. What it is it's purchasing future receivables. It all depends on what the business owner is bringing in and what the receivables are. If the guy's business tanks, then obviously we get paid less or nothing. We could lose everything. But basically, if the business owner fails and his business goes under, there's nothing to collect for us because it's based on how much you're bringing in. For example, let's say Bob's Auto Shop is making $100,000 a month. And we're purchasing 10% of that. So that means we get paid $10,000 a month. If for some reason his business tanks, or if there's a shutdown, or your business gets closed, then all of a sudden your sales drop from 100,000 to let's say 20,000. Now all of a sudden there's a lot less that we can collect from you. That's what it is, right? Then we basically would collect 10% of 20 grand. And by the way, a lot of merchants don't know this, but you can technically, even though we don't like this, nobody likes doing this. I mean, nobody likes seeing this. You can lower your payments, if it makes sense. If the initial things we based off of are not consistent anymore, you can lower your payments. But keep in mind, you won't be able to get additional financing at good terms if a funder sees that you're on lower payments. So just keep that in mind. If you're trying to get additional funding, you can't get it unless you're on track with your regular payments and your business is healthy. How quickly can I receive the cash my business needs? Okay, so this is a good one. This is what I like to hear. How quickly can I get funded? Literally, if we get everything in, I funded a deal in 45 minutes before, and we have a video of that. Yeah, you could get funded with, it depends on how fast you are. If you have all your documentation, you're quick to sign contracts or whatever we need to do, we can fund you pretty quick in a couple hours. So here's what I recommend to business owners. When you're applying for funding, get your 3 months bank statements, get your driver's license and voided check, and put that in a folder, in a Google Drive folder. That way you can just download it and send it to the funder or whoever you're working with, and they can fund you faster. And that's what we have on our website. Basically, if you go on our website, we're going to ask you, if you try to apply on our website, we're going to ask you to upload your 3 months bank statements and the driver's license voided check. If you have that, it'll make things a lot faster. Basically, we can get people funded same day, wire to your account, non-refundable. You could refund it, but I just like seeing non-refundable. Because why would a business owner not want money? That's the whole thing. I think I've only had somebody send money back twice in my entire life. How much cash can I receive from FUNDERHUNT? Dude, we could give you as much cash as you need, as long as you can afford it. Typical approval amounts probably range from 1 to 2 times your monthly revenue. If you're really good, we could push it to a little bit like that, a little bit more than that. If your business is inconsistent, like let's say a contractor, sometimes they have good months, sometimes they have bad months. They do nothing that next month. Then it really just depends. It really ranges. We got to take into account all things like industry and things like that. But I would probably say close to 1 to 2 times your monthly revenue is how much cash you can expect to get from us. So if you're making 50 grand a month, we could probably get you anywhere, 40 to 60 grand in your account, same day. How can I use the money? You can use the money however you want, okay? You could go to Vegas and bet it all on black for all we care. You can use the money on anything. We're not the SBA, okay? We're not the government. A lot of these stimulus programs and all these business loan programs from the SBA, they're gonna tell you what you can use the money on. We don't do that. We don't care. We wanna make sure that you come back to us for more money whenever you need it. So obviously, if the ROI that you're getting off this money is good enough, that's what we want to see. We want to see you come back to us for more funding, not lose everything. We're not here to put you out of business. We're here to have a good relationship. I like this question. I'm really glad this question is in here. My credit score is below average. Can I still apply? Yes, absolutely, dude. We work with all types of credit. Whether your credit score is a 450, it's a 500, it's a 700, it's an 800, doesn't matter. We'll still get you funded. It all depends on how your business is, okay? Here's what it comes down to. Are you bouncing a lot of payments? Do you have plenty of cash going into your business checking account? Do you have a good daily balance? The credit score is like the least important factor, but typically, I'm gonna be honest, we like to see some people with at least a 550 credit score. I know some people ruin their credit score when they're trying to start a business. I think I was in that position as well when I started my first business. I'm so passionate about this industry is because people make mistakes financially and people do their best they can when they're trying to start a business, and then nobody's there to help them. Banks are not there. Banks are never gonna help you get the funding that you need, okay? Well, sometimes they might. But banks typically don't help you when you need the money. There's an age-old adage, you can never borrow $1 from the bank that you can't prove you don't need. So that's where we come in. We could get you funded, and we have much less qualifications than the bank. The bank says no, we say yes. All right. What industries do you work with? Okay, we don't have any restricted industries. We work with anybody as long as they have a business checking account. Business checking account. Write that down or remember it, okay? Because if you're a business, you should be operating as a business not on your personal account. And we just can't fund to personal, to people. We could fund businesses, not people. So get yourself a business bank account and have some activity. Get a couple months of bank statements. Then come apply with us when you need the money. But we don't have any restricted industries. You could be up, dude. At one time I had this escort service. Try to apply, but she had a personal account. Yeah, dude, you could be anything. You could be anything. I don't care what you do. You know what I mean? I was talking to this buddy who's a funder, and he was telling me there was this law office, but he was really a drug dealer. But they still funded him 40 grand. You know what I mean? Like, he's in jail now. They still funded him 40 grand even though he was really a drug dealer selling coke. All right. Do you check my credit? Damn right, we're gonna check your credit. You're 100% certain about that. Sometimes we could do what's called a soft pull, which does not affect the credit score, but I guess 99% of the time we're gonna look at your credit because that social security number tells your life story. Yeah. So look, if you're trying to apply for a business loan, business capital, nobody is gonna waste their time on you unless they have your social security number and your date of birth. No one, I'm telling you right now, no one's gonna waste their time on you. Okay, that's what it is. So when you're applying, make sure you be nice to the broker and you give them all the information that they need, right? Don't try to make this more difficult for us. Don't be a difficult client to work with. I've had a couple of difficult clients. Here we are. That's my whole thing. That's all I gotta tell you guys. Don't be afraid of having your credit ran. What's the point of having credit if you're never gonna use it? So. I didn't mean to be that aggressive, but I've had times where I see my salespeople, they're trying to get the social security number from the guy, and he's just like, oh, you're gonna pull my credit, oh man, and I'm just like, if you're applying, we gotta have your social security number. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Don't worry about it. All the information is encrypted. It's all stays in good hands. We're working with some of the top underwriting teams in the country. They know what they're doing, okay? Those were some actually very good hand-picked questions that our creative team brought to us. So I'm very glad they didn't bring me some bullshit. But that was really fun. That was really fun to answer those questions because those are questions that we get a lot asked as when we're trying to work with merchants. Anybody that has any questions, just reference this video. Dude, if you want to get funded same day, you want to get 500K in your account today, up to 500K, go to the website, funderhunt.co. And now I have my own link, funderhunt.co/Davron. If you go on funderhunt.co/Davron, link in the description, you will be able to apply with me directly. All right? And I'll be able to work on your file. And you know how I do it. I keep it professional. I keep it top tier. All right. Right now, I think we're the #1 Merchant Cash Advance channel on YouTube. There's just no one that can compete with us, especially with the amount of content we're putting out daily. So, all right, hit the like button. Appreciate all you guys, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you have anything that you want to tell me or you have any questions. All right, peace. See you next time.